I was like, okay, sis, like, sorry. Hey fam, welcome back. I am super excited to have you here with me again. And if you're new, this is your first time, thank you for stopping by. And if it's your kind of vibe, you know what to do. Subscribe. Today's video is going to be a whole lot of sharing, and it's also going to be a bit educational, as I'm just sharing my journey and how I've maneuvered and understood this new space that I'm currently in. So as you saw by the title of the video, I am a beginner plant mom, and yeah, I'm going to be sharing the journey with you. So a little bit of a background story of how I ended up getting my first plant and why. So mid-lockdown, I'd been spending so much time at home. I realized that I needed something to liven up the room, to liven up the space, and just add that aesthetically pleasing element that I noticed was missing. And that's how I came about wanting to get a plant. Then I spoke with one of my friends and asked her where she usually gets her plants, and then she recommended this place to me. It is a lifestyle center. I'm gonna link it somewhere here. I'll put it on the screen somewhere once I double check the name. And such a beautiful place, hey. So I went there like the same day, guys. Like, when I want something, I'm like, no, if I can go today, let me go get it. Otherwise, I'm just gonna put it off for a longer time or find excuses. So I went the same day, and that's how I bought my baby. I bought her on the 24th of June 2020. I'm gonna show you a screenshot of the day that I was buying her. Wait, I actually skipped a part of my story. So before I went to buy it, I actually checked online to see what plants the place had, just so I could pick out something and know that when I get there, I am just gonna ask, I'm looking for this type of plant, where do I find it? So I checked on their website, and I had an idea of what kind of plant I wanted, not the name or the type of whatever you call them, the family that it belongs to or anything, but I just knew that I wanted a plant that stands out, that commands attention, that you can't miss it, like when you enter a room. That is exactly what I was looking for, and that's how I came across this beautiful baby. I'm gonna introduce you guys to her now, and I'll just show you what she looks like. And yeah, this is my pride and joy, guys. My firstborn, my first plant, the plant that made me a mom. This is her. Some of you may have already seen her in previous videos or even on my Instagram, because I use her as background sometimes. So let me introduce you to my baby. She's a bit heavy. Okay, here she is. And fun fact, she does not have a name. Yes, guys, I know I haven't named her yet, and I don't know if I will name her or not, but this is my baby, and she is called a bamboo palm, or the name that I can't pronounce. I'm gonna read it, so I'm just gonna, what does it say? The Chrysalidocarpus lutenciens. I don't know how to pronounce that, so yeah. I'll put it on the screen here just now, just so you can see her original name. And in English, she's the bamboo palm, and as you can see, she's absolutely glorious. Like, she commands attention when she's in the room. She was everything that I wanted when I was looking for a plant, and for my firstborn, I think I did really well. So as I mentioned, I got her in June, on the 24th of June, which means she's about 5 months, and she's really grown from the time that I got her up until now. And it's just amazing to see how she's flourishing and just doing so well. I would highly recommend this for beginners, because it's not too much maintenance to look after, and also, like, her requirements aren't that many. I'm also just going to share some of the tips that I've learned along the way, and some of the lessons that I also picked up as I've been going through this journey. I would definitely recommend this one. She's just so gorgeous, and I can't complain. Hey, like, she just keeps growing, and I hope that she keeps it up and keeps making mama proud. And I can't wait to see like when she's grown to like her full potential, or even just more and more, just seeing her get taller and taller and taller. I'm now gonna share some of the tips and lessons that I've learned as a beginner plant mom. Hopefully they can help someone, or if you're currently a plant mom, maybe you missed these out, or if you're thinking of getting a plant, then this is definitely something that you should keep in mind before you do. So, number one, you definitely need to do your research. I mentioned previously that before I went to the shop, I actually went online just to see what kind of plants are there and understand some of its needs, so that I know how to take care of it, right? It's very important if you want to keep your plant for the long term. Unless you're just doing it, you're doing a YOLO, you don't mind how long it lasts, then that's another story. But if you really want to nurture your plant and see it grow, then definitely do your research. Just as people are different, plants are very different, and they actually have personalities of their own, they have their own characters. I was so shocked to find out that some plants do not even like to be moved. Like, do not move them, keep them where they are. And I was like, okay, sis, like, sorry. So that's something that I've learned also in this plant journey. So make sure you know your plant, you understand its needs, so that you know how best to take care of it. The other tip that I can share with you is that after you've bought your plant, you need to repot your plant. And this is something that I learned after going to the nursery when I was actually looking for a new pot plant. I had no idea that I was supposed to repot the plant that I currently had, this one. And one of the gentlemen who were there, who worked there, was like, no, it's best to repot your plant, get new soil, and give it a fresh start. So I had two options. I could either buy like fertilizer, like the nutrients and stuff, I could buy that and put it in the current soil that I already had. But the recommendation was to buy new soil and repot my plant. I even asked, can't I just take soil from the garden, and put it in there? And he's like, no, that soil's already been like used. It doesn't have like all the nutrients required, and also you're going to be taking from the plants that are currently feeding from that soil. So rather just buy fresh soil. Maybe he was trying to sell soil to me, I don't know, but my baby's doing fine, so I'm happy and I don't mind. So that's number two. Repot your plant and make sure that it has the necessary nutrients it needs to flourish. Third tip that I learned from being a plant mom is that you need to give your plant the right amount of sunlight. So different plants require different levels of light, and for this specific one, it needs bright light but not like direct sunlight. So that means that I need to keep it in the house, somewhere where there is sufficient light, but not necessarily put it outside. So I actually learned this the hard way. I forgot, and the one time I was like, hey, let me put my plant outside, let me give it some more light. Guys, the leaves started going like a bit yellow. I was getting so concerned, and then I realized that, oh, I'm not supposed to put it in direct sunlight. So you live and you learn. That brings me to my next point, is that be patient with yourself, because you will make mistakes, especially as a first time plant owner. It's very difficult to remember all these things, and I mean, it's basically like having a new routine and incorporating someone else into your routine, right? So just be patient with yourself, don't be too hard on yourself. It is a journey and you will learn as you go, but it is so fulfilling. And then my last point is just do not overwater your plant. Whilst you're doing your research, also understand how much water your plant requires. And what is recommended for this one is only water it when you see that the soil is now completely dry. So when it like starts to look a bit whitish at the top, that's when you should water it. And for me, that has been about every 2 or 3 days is when I need to water it. And when I do water it, I don't put too much in the pot. Let me just show you guys the pot that I bought for my plant when I was repotting it. So this is it. Oh, she's heavy, guys. Okay. So this is the pot that I bought, and like I just loved the color and also the design. It looks very, very different, and I just thought it would really go with my aesthetics. So this grayish and white color was my preference and choice. And then in addition to the actual pot, I had to buy this extra little dish thing for the water to trickle into when I water my plant. So this pot has like a hole at the bottom where it allows that water to just drain through to this bottom. So this is the extra dish. Those are the 5 main things that I learned being a beginner plant mom, and I know I'm definitely going to learn so much more as I continue with this journey of understanding this specific plant, and also when I get more plants and they all have their different needs, I know I'm definitely going to learn some new things along the way. And I hope that this video was beneficial or educational. If not educational, then just interesting for someone. And I definitely recommend getting a plant, guys. Like, it is so fulfilling, and I actually sound like a mom, like a really proud mom with her firstborn. Can you tell? Can you tell? So yeah, I definitely recommend it. Nice thing is there's such a wide variety of plants to choose from. If you want to get a flower, then you can get that. If you want a bamboo like mine, then you can also choose that. So it's just really amazing that there's something for everyone, and I'm sure you can find something that meets your needs, but I definitely recommend that you go and get a plant. If you like this video, remember to give it a thumbs up, and if you're not subscribed, remember to join the family by clicking on that subscribe button. Also, let's engage in the comments. Are you a plant parent, someone who has a plant? Comment below, tell me how your journey is going so far. And if you don't have a plant, what are you waiting for? Let me know why you haven't gotten one or what's holding you back. Let's discuss, let's engage, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.